What's up, everybody? This is the Objective Jerk, and I'm said jerk. Here I am again. One last podcast for the end of the month because I have like a certain amount of time. I did a lot of podcasts this month. I think I got like 6 hours, and I'm about to finish it off right now. But I only have like 21 minutes left on my account that I can 21 minutes worth of time that I can upload. So this is going to be a little bit shorter, or at the very least, I got to just kind of really keep an eye on my time. So I'm going to try and get it all the way to 21. Hopefully I don't rush it too fast, and then I'm like, oh crap, I only got 10 minutes. Okay, anyway, so it's going to be a little different. I'm going to kind of react to something, but I got a speaker, so those of you listening on the podcast can actually hear what I'm watching. I always would kind of forget, and then I was too lazy, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to have the speaker so my microphone can pick that up, so at least the podcasters can listen to what I'm watching or listening to. And you don't have to really watch it. It's just, it's just a lady talking into her phone, TikTok, so I'll describe her. But you may not need a description when you start listening to her talk. So I'm in a little polo shirt today. I went to mass this morning, and then so everybody's gone. Got the house to myself, but now I gotta do some cleaning, some organizing, some house bin stuff. And but before I do, I used to not eat nothing until like after lunch, but then I've noticed like I'll kind of get going, and then I'll get hungry, and then I'll eat, and then it kind of ruins my momentum. So I'm starting to just eat some breakfast, drink my coffee, do my thing, and then, hit the house and get some stuff done, right? So as I was drinking coffee and eating my breakfast, and I was, watching some videos on YouTube, I wasn't really paying attention too much. I was watching The Black Conservative, and I had it on, but I was kind of doing other things, so I was kind of listening, kind of not. But then I heard this video that he was watching, and I heard this lady talking, and I was like, what the crap? And I started kind of watching, and I was like, what? And I just was like, oh my God, I had to say something. I had to do a podcast, all right? So here I am. So I'm going to play this video, and let you guys hear it, and then I'm going to talk about it, and then I'm going to share some of the comments that are on her thing regarding this video, which is kind of funny. All right, but first I got to stop what I'm recording because I got to change the view because I don't use OBS. So let's see. So all right, so I didn't really talk about what it is. So for those that don't know, Trump is whooping some ass, getting all kinds of things done, and he's making federal employees that work from home go back to work. I'm sure it's not every single one of them. I kind of think like, I don't want to, I'll talk more about it once we listen to this lady, but I think a lot of it is those individuals got to come back to work. So if they live out of state, they got to make their way in, spend a week at work, figure some stuff out, and either they're going to keep their job and move, or they're going to go back home, find another job or whatever. You know what I mean? But here, let's just watch this weirdo.
So my husband's a federal teleworker, which is different than a remote worker. He's been working from home since 2014. His program was signed off on by Congress. There's a union that has the telework as part of their collective bargaining rights. And we got an email in the night that we have to move. We have to move our whole lives from New Mexico to we don't know where yet. We don't know if it's going to be DC. We don't know if it's going to be a remote office in Denver or somewhere. And I just feel really sick about it. This is deeply inhumane. We have kids in schools. We have a house that we love.
this would suck. I'm not gonna lie. If I was in this position and they're like, "Yo, you got to come back," I would. It would suck. I'd be pissed off or annoyed or whatever. But it's like if it's that big a deal and you're that pissed off, then quit the job. You know, that's just see. This is the mentality. I mean, you can tell she's not like super young, but she's younger. She's a Gen Z, I guess. But they really have no clue what real suffering is. I mean, she's gonna find out now a little bit, but it's like that's the normal. That's nothing like this isn't inconceivable, Like this happens. People have to go through this stuff all the time, and they're not just gonna be like, oh, they will work with you the best they can. She's gonna and she's trying to make this just, oh, we got it in the night. Like she just every kind of little thing she can throw in here to make it look like. But she's just a annoying piece of trash. All right, let's keep going.
We have a community that we love. Our whole lives are here. And I mean, this is, not the level of trauma that migrants and queer folks are feeling right now, but it's still trauma.
Migrants, it's still trauma. I wonder if she had a video on TikTok that was like, oh my God, they don't have TikTok anymore. When did they have TikTok for like a day? People that were just like flipping out and so upset. And I don't know. I mean, I understand that like some people that was their income. They made videos and that's how they made their money and everything. But there are other platforms. And if you have that big of a following, they'll follow you to another platform, But anyway, all right, let's keep going.
And I don't know what we're gonna do. By the way,
you're gonna move probably.
Exactly how they want us to feel. They want us to feel just a deep sense of dread. They want us to feel completely overwhelmed by finding new schools for our children, finding housing on very short notice, because it's just a game to them. They want my husband to quit. And that sucks because he is one of the best employees in his agency. He works for the American people. His job is to help Americans, and he does it. And don't fool yourselves about it.
Oh my God, she is such a fucking Karen. Like, she is, entitled. Why won't she say like what he does? Why can't she say like his job occupation? Is that giving away too much information? I find it a little weird that she doesn't say, oh, he works, whatever, this and that, and he's very good. It's like, okay, well, what exactly does he do? Because I bet you he probably works like 2 hours out of the day and then doesn't do nothing the rest of the time. That's kind of the thing, is they're so used to not doing jack shit that now that they're going to have to actually do something, it's like, it's kind of, and to be fair, okay, I've went through that too. Like, I think I've talked about it before when first time I went into Iraq, when I was in the army, the first like 2 months of, because we went in like the third day after it was invaded. So we weren't right there, in the shit. Most of the shit had already happened for the most part. All the shit we encountered was all the stuff later. All the stupid hiding and, whatever. But anyway, so I'm not going to be like, oh, I went on an invasion day. No, it was like 3 days after. So, but the first like 2 months was like no days off. Constant working. You get used to it. And it's like no problem. And then you get a day off and you're like, oh man, this is great, right? So then once we got established and we had schedules and we had a system and, it started to become a well-oiled machine, well, they started implementing time off for, platoons and squads and individuals and stuff, right? So would have like scheduled days off, would get, I think, like 2 days off in the week, but they would be separate if I remember right. So one day I would do laundry and like maintenance, and we'd all kinds of kind of whatever. And then the other day was just got to chill and do what I wanted. So then we started having those, and then we started having those regularly. And then whenever those got taken away, it was like, oh, what the crap, man! I can't have a day off. Start freaking out because you're kind of used to it. But it's like but then we'd be like, well, dude, we went 2 months without a single day off. You know what I mean? So you kind of put things in perspective. But that's the thing is, individuals like this dumbass woman, she can't put things into perspective. She's trying to make it look like, oh, it's not as bad as the immigrants and stuff like that. Let me guess. I bet you she's got pronouns in her bio. She's married, so at least she's,
what
gay.
this new administration is doing. This is not about productivity. This is not about getting money back for Americans. My husband's agency is fee funded, by the way. He collects zero of your tax dollars. And he still works his ass off for all of you.
Oh, does he?
Sorry, I just got really angry there for a second.
I'm sorry, I just got really angry.
The main thing, though,
Productivity. I hate when they say that.
Do not look away.
I know it's the right way, but
from what is happening to families. I mean, don't look away from any of it, but this isn't just about migrants. This isn't just about like gender issues. It's not even about reproductive rights. It is about control and power over American families. Period. The end. It doesn't matter who you are.
I think it's funny how they try and like spin everything that like the right has been saying for the last 4 years, and then things start changing, and the pendulum is swinging. Now they're all like, oh well, this is about control and this and that. It's like, dude, I don't know. I can't stand the left. I really can't. I can't. Well, I mean, I just can't stand a lot of the people on the left. But all right, so that's enough of that. She just kind of goes on for some. All right, so now I kind of wanted to. Let's see. Let's look up some of her. So I did see some of her. Or some of the comments, right? So she's had a lot of comments on this. How many views? I have no idea. But I was a little relieved when it was like, so the first one's like, welcome to the real world. That's it. Inhumane is a bit much for the choice of words to use. Yeah. Welcome to adulthood. Sometimes these things happen. Yep. Try being a military family. Yeah. And then somebody's like, how is it humane? Inhumane? Seriously? I've moved 14 times working for the government. I never considered it inhumane. See? It's just like, yeah, the comment section did not disappoint. Exactly. So I was pretty happy about that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Man, why is it not working? There we go. Anyway, let me see. I wanted to check her out. So she is a writer, apparently. How do I go to her profile? No, I do not want to follow this woman. She looks to be annoying as all hell. A writer. Aww. There's nothing in the what do you call it? What did I say earlier? Pronouns. I don't see no pronouns. Bummer. What's this? Let's go to her picture. Nothing. So is this? I guess this is it, huh? There's not much for about. Report, block. I'm gonna block her. But so she's a writer, so she works from home most likely too. So she gets to do her little TikTok videos, which are not super or whatever, but I think she gets more than me. But I don't know. I haven't watched too much of her stuff. That video that I just watched just annoyed me too much. Dang it! I thought for sure there'd be pronouns. Bummer. What is this thing not working? All right. So, oh, that's right. You can see stuff that she's reposted or stuff that she's liked. The users liked videos are private. Aw, bummer. I wonder if I followed her, I could probably see more, but I don't want to. I'm not that low, but whatever. But you see, dude, and this is kind of, these are the people that really, I mean, they did, in a sense, affect the last election. I mean, I do think it was stolen. I think there was some help. But you know, like Twitter, and there was like so many people. I mean, there's bots and there's all that kind of crap. But the individuals like this that just kind of really stay in their echo chamber and you know, yeah, you're so right, blah blah blah. And then people that are in charge of whatever film, you know, campaign management, whatever, see this stuff thinking like, oh man, you know, all these people feel this way, so let's do this, you know what I mean? But it's like, dude, it doesn't it and then, you know, you could just see what was happening in the world and know that that's bullshit. That's the biggest thing. Is they just, the left, I don't know what they're looking at. They're looking at polls, they're looking at, you know, likes and tweets and all this stuff, thinking like, oh, this is what everybody thinks. But then it's like, okay, if you just look at what's going on, you would know what people think. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, you could see it with when Trump ran against Biden, dude. It was the same thing. Trump or Biden was doing all this stupid stuff, saying all these stupid things, and it was just like, oh my gosh, you know, Trump's got it. And then he didn't. And it was like, what? How? That doesn't make sense. So I do believe that it was stolen. The election was stolen. Because the second time came around with Kamala and everything, and well, beginning with Biden and then Kamala, you could just see it. You could just see, you know, you compare the interviews, what they're saying, their rallies, and all that kind of stuff. You could just see the difference. Like, it's so obvious. And it was like, dude, Trump has got it. But it was still like, man, I just don't. I was worried because I was like, man, they stole it last time. How, you know, they're going to try and do it again. What are they going to do? I was really worried about it, you know. So, but then, you know, people said it was too big to rig. So, but you just you just look at the writing on the wall. Look at the flow, the current. Take a second and get off your phone and off the whatever, and just kind of look at everything, and you can kind of tell which way it's kind of going and stuff. And this woman who's being inhumanely subjected to having to move because of her husband's job, because Trump is so mean and he wants to control. Dude, whatever. Anyway, lefties are losers. Trump keeps winning. I'm feeling good. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. And thanks for hanging out. God bless, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.